Alright, well, I am going to do an install video on the Girodisc for the Tesla Model 3 Performance, specifically, because they are different rotor sizes on the Model 3 dual motor and rear drive than it is on the Performance. And you can tell is you got to look over here at the model. I think it's A1201 is for the Model 3 dual motor or rear drive. You got to get the 208, which is the bigger version. And this is the same way. This A2208 for the rear as well. But I understand they're the same size, but you have to get 208 matching. So this is obviously smaller than this one because the front's bigger. So, yep. Very, very light for brakes. I had my wife pick this up. She says it's pretty heavy, but she understands that these are lighter than the factory ones. Let's get these out of here. It's always hard to do things one-handed. All right. Yeah. Beautiful. Billet. Billet. Oh, we had Girodisc prior. We understand that the Girodisc might be a little bit lighter than the Mountain Pass Performance. That's why we went with gyros. Mountain Pass Performance, nothing against them. They're good too. But the Girodisc have been doing brakes for a very, very long time, and they know their stuff. So it has the fins that go at an angle. They don't go straight down, as you can see. So they ventilate better. And then they also have these slots that help dissipate the gas. And this also dissipates heat by having a billet, lighter weight housing. Let's take a look at the back side here. You can see the rivets and everything. Very cool. They give you instructions on what direction they should be turning. Oh, well, they just tell you it's right. But they have a diagram picture that shows you. So, it's funny. I've talked to someone before and they said, you should be rotating. If this is turning this way, it should be like this. But that's not true. They actually go this way. You rotate. This is clockwise in this sense. And the fins go like this, and they rotate. So that's how you install these. I am going to get one of these brakes off, and I'm going to do a measuring. You can see front's bigger, a little bit smaller. One-handed wonder. God, I should upgrade my... I'm going to eventually. So this is the right side too. So this is the right rear. That's the right front. There we go. Yeah, this is much lighter than the front. Much smaller too. Yeah. What are these? 13 and a half, I think. These are what, 12 and some change? But yeah, this is it. See, they even say Tesla Model 3 A2208. Tesla Model 3 A1208. Yeah, this is for rear, this is for front of a performance model. I think they fit the Y too. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on those. Everyone knows how to lift their car, even if you have a quick jack or you have some jack stands, whatever the case may be. If you don't know how to do this part, I don't think you should be doing brake installations to begin with or removing the wheels. So I need to take these off. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. These have an electronic parking brake. So what I will do from what I understand is I will put it on tow mode. So we'll just release it, and that's good enough because I'm not upgrading the pads. So this thing should slide off. Yes, this whole thing should slide off, this whole assembly. So like a whole assembly here. So I'm going to take this bolt. Oh, it looks like this bolt is holding the parking brake motor. Parking brake motor, parking brake motor. Yep. Yeah, the rear looks like it actually has a lot more things going on, but not much. And just note this, the bolts back here is supposed to be like 60 or 59, 60. Yeah, 59 foot-pounds of torque. And the front, when you remove the caliper from here, obviously you have to remove the pins. Yep, you have to pop out this assembly here. And then, let's see here. Yep, looks like the bolts are right here. Yeah, you gotta remove these two. This is supposed to be like 69 foot-pounds of torque. Yeah, or about 70. Somewhere in that ballpark. Yep. Alright, this looks like fun. Get started. Alright, I went ahead and first start, I'm gonna remove this bolt that's holding this brake line in place. It's a 10 millimeter, looks like, on very, very loosely. Why I'm doing this is because I want it to be free. So when I remove the caliper to change the rotor, as you can see here, I'm gonna set it down there. See, now it's free. Free. So when I remove this big boy, I can just like hang it or set it on. That looks like a good shelf. I'll take that off and sit the caliper right there, right in that spot. It's perfect. Now I need to remove those bolts. Where is it? Yeah, this one right here and the one below it. Alright, so you have to get this set, which I happen to have. It's a Girodisc 14-piece external star socket. So it's not your general socket wrench, it's a star. So that's what these are. So this one's an E18, as they call it. E18, yeah. So this particular bolt right here, yes, right here, and the one down below. Well, we can just reach the one below. See, it's a star. See, it fits right onto there. Tight. So yeah, you have to get yourself an E18 for this, but they're called star sets. I think to give you an idea, I believe the Mercedes that we have has kind of their Mercedes patented star for the lug nuts. So yeah, this is the same thing. So 18 millimeter, spin those two things off, move the caliper, shove it in there. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, just like I said, I removed these godforsaken E18 bolts with the socket right here. Fits perfectly. E18. And I shoved the caliper where I told you I would, right there. So you can inspect that. Obviously, my car has over 20,000 miles on it, and those pads are fat and thick because guess what? EVs don't hardly use any brakes unless you're driving like a real prick. Like one of my wife's coworkers, but we'll leave that at that. I think that's a 10 millimeter. Let me see that. Yep, it's a 10. Yeah. Pretty easy. Barely on there. Feels like maybe 5 foot-pounds of torque. Alright. That's pretty easy. That just holds the rotor in place. And in theory, this should just pretty much slide out. Yep. Oh yeah. Wow, this thing is much heavier. Ugh. I think there's a time for a comparison weight thing. Let me go get my scale, but on the meantime, I need to clean all this up. So I'm gonna get a wire brush and kind of clean this around, wipe this dust cap up a little bit before I install the new one. All right, well, here's the factory one to the performance one. Are they the same size? Yep. They sure are, down to the flushing. They're the same size. So, how much does this stock one weigh? Let's see if I can. Will it even pick up? Oh, I think it does. I need to hold it somehow. Okay, I'm balancing it. 20.2. Let's do this 3 times to see. Okay, zeroed out. Okay. Come on, settle down. Huh. Okay. Okay. Getting some really, really odd readings here. Let's get it here. Okay. 18.8. 18.8. One last time. I want it as accurate as sort of possible. Okay, 18.8. 18.8. I don't know what happened the first time. See how much these guys weigh. 17.6. 17.6. So you're looking at 1.2. 17.6. So 1.2 pounds lighter. Nice. You can feel it. All right. So I did government work cleaning, and then I just smeared everywhere with anti-seize, as some say to do, so your brakes don't get screwed on there or locked on there. So this is the front of the car, as you can see. So this pattern is going to go this way. That's how it's going on. Huh. Oh, I noticed something. Yeah, there's no hole drilled out to hold this in place. Interesting. I need 2 hands. Alright, note to self. It does not come with bolt hole. Interesting, but its fit and finish is perfect. Besides that missing bolt hole. So let me get that caliper back on and just those 2 bolts, and this front is done. Alright, and that's that. Not hard. It shows you the rotor. That probably weighed a little lighter because I did have to lightly spread. Very less than a millimeter more. Like squeeze out the pads. So then I could slip this onto here. It was no big deal. It just shows that there was a lot of micro wear and tear, I guess, after 20,000 miles. So I just bolted that back up, and I just put these to about 70 foot-pounds of torque, 69, 70. Those, what is that, E18 star nut, both of them. One there, one there. Slip that back on, put it on here, and that's that. That's how you do it. So, fit and finish, awesome. Sorry I dirtied it with some of that anti-seize on the housing, but this is the cleanest it's ever going to be anyways once it starts getting in full use. Alright, let's do the rear. Alrighty, my plan of attack on the rear. Obviously there's a fat electronic park brake right in this assembly. This is in some ways it's pretty much similar to the front. This has a bolt right here that holds this disc in place. I'm going to go at it the same way. I'm going to attack these bolts on the side, but here's the thing. I cannot spin it like I can free spin it in the other. So I think I need to go into the car and put it on tow mode. So let's see if I can get in here. Let's see, where's that tow mode feature? I think that's that under safety? Nope. No, service. Maybe it's under service. Ah, there it is. See, tow mode. It says, using tow mode, flatbed, compatible, transformer. Car must be in parked with the parking brakes pressed to enable. Oh, let me go on the other. Alright, well, I opened the car. Yep, my little cool little display is still working like a champ. So it says right here, to use tow mode, enable transfer mode, press the brake. Oh, I got my pad here. Let's just put that in here. Alrighty. Now, go to the service. Service. No, wait, that's safety. Service. There we go. Okay. Tow mode. Transport mode. Okay. Boom. I just heard something go. Okay. Wow, I'm like in a lifted SUV right now with our quick jack. So, moment of truth. Does this spin now freely? Yeah, I mean, it kind of does. I wouldn't say it's freely, but yeah, it's free. Yeah, it is. It's free. That's all I need because I'm not changing the pads or anything on this thing. So, same thing, remove the 2 bolts down here, put this honkin' fat thing onto the side. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna get a jack right here and then set that thing right on top of the jack. Let's get started. Okay, for anyone that's interested, I removed, like I said, the E18s, same thing. I'll be honest with you, these bolts were on not as tight as the other one, hence these I believe are 60 foot-pounds and those are 70 I put. So I think it's like Newton meters is whatever, but you can convert that. I just removed those bolts and you can see it's this giant motorized thing. I don't know if you can hear the electricity thing going sound right now. But anyways, I just removed it from the, you know, this knuckle assembly here. Yeah, this is a big chunky piece of contraption here. So I'm just setting it on a jack stand right there. It's completely fine. So I'll just remove, same thing in reverse order. Just remove this 10 millimeter. Is it loose? Rears are pretty much the same as the front, except for that's a chunkier, cumbersome sort of contraption that's an electronic parking brake. I sure do miss the ones that drum assembly. Okay, so here we go. There we go. Ooh, those aren't as bad. Same thing. Ooh, it's time to do the weight test, isn't it? Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Set that here. Where's our new guy? I'm even going to leave the tag on there. I don't think that weighs that much more. Okay, moment of truth. Let's set that right here. All right. Let's see here. Okay, let's wait for that to clear. Okay. Let's see how much these guys weigh. 13.6. Okay, take that off. These are the rear of the Tesla's Performance. 13.6. Zeroed. Okay. All right. Here's the gyro rears. Okay. Reset. 0. $12.2. I'm going to just call it like that. So was it 13.6, 12.2? So it's about what? A pound and a 1 pound, 1.4 pounds. So that's your difference right there. All right, let's put these on. Well, actually, sorry, I'm not gonna bore you, but I'm gonna clean this with a little bit of, you know, I have my classic brake cleaner. Any brake cleaner would do. I just usually spray that down, scrape that up, and then I'll put, you know, anti-seize. Be right back. All right, after cleanup, government work again. Scraped it pretty good. Scraped all around the hub and the flat part, and then I put anti-seize all over this. Now it's just a matter of slapping this guy. Now I noticed the rear though has a few holes around, so I don't know if that means it's possible to line up the existing what do you call it? Screw? Let's find out. Oh yeah, look, it lines right up to one of the screws. So that means I could take this and screw it on here. Let's see if I can align it. Well, that's convenient. So the rear are able to do this, as you can see. And the rear is a little easier in the sense that it's just hand tight. It was barely tight on there to begin with. Okay, well, that's that. And just, you know, slip this guy on here, and those E18 star, freaking star nuts, annoying guys. Yep, you gotta have a set of that if you're working on German cars too, some aftermarket things. Look at, they have stars on here to release the motor. Look at that. So I don't know what size those are because I don't have to assess with them yet. I don't think I'll even have to assess with them. The pads look exceptionally well, as always, too. So anyways, hope you enjoyed that install video, and well, let me get it done and set the car down, and then we can do a walk around. Alrighty, like I said, it was not a big deal. You just slide it back on because now it's free spinning. This is the rear. Again, the E18 dang bolts, that one right there and the one down below its friend. I put it to 60 pounds. It feels about right. And really, that's that. That's it. And you just put the wheels on and you're pretty much done. Okay, I'll do a little quick walk around while the car's still on the jack. That's that. That's how it looks. Looks very cool. You can see the two-piece through there. You can even see the Girodisc logo in the section right there. So it's still not completely hidden. Sleeperish, like that. Pound in, what was it, 1.4? 1.2 in the front, 1.4 loss in the back. You're going to feel that kind of stuff. It's going to feel a lot lighter in the handling and braking and acceleration. It's probably very minute, but I can feel the difference definitely in the Golf when we did it. Same thing with the gyros. The Euro gyros. Where is this one? Oh yeah, it's over here. Yeah, there it is. I don't know if you can see that. The logo's right there. But yeah, that's it. That's that. Alright. I hope that was pretty easy. Oh yeah, and I need to disable tow mode. And that's pretty much it. And bring her down. Take her for a little spin. It's going to be heaven. Just go like that. Alright. Thanks for watching.